Right now, it's more important than ever. I mean, the feedback and the support that we've gotten from the MRA through the COVID crisis has been invaluable. I mean, being able to communicate with other members and get feedback and bounce ideas off of each other has been a huge part of what I think has made us, successful working through this period of time.
Business owners are, they're busy making money in their own business, and they don't have time to pay attention to all of the 2,500 bill drafts that get introduced in Helena, and the hundreds or more that get introduced in Washington, D.C. And that's my job, is to be there and monitor each bill as they get introduced and read through them and make sure that if they do impact our members, that I can take appropriate action.
In the restaurant industry, you're bombarded with associations to be a part of and things to believe in and all that, and so you pay your dues, and rarely does it actually. I mean, you get help, but it doesn't feel like you're getting your money's worth. In the association, in the Montana Restaurant Association, is exactly the opposite. It's one of those actual associations that does your work for you,
It's important to work with people in the state that are making those decisions and have a contact like Brad and the association that when we start seeing some of that legislation, or he alerts us to that we can take the appropriate action, to keep doing business the way we do in each state that we're involved in.
I think as any small business in Montana, it's important that we all have somebody advocating on our behalf at the legislative level. And so I think it's been helpful that we feel like our voice is heard or relayed through the Retail Association in that case. And so I think that has been very helpful.
I think there's strength in this association through its breadth. We've got the equipment dealers that I represent, but we've also got the larger retail stores, the Restaurant Association, the Tavern. And so when you really bring the Montana Retail Association together, that's a very significant voice in the state. And spending some time at the Capitol with Brad, going to a legislative day, it's very clear that voice is strong.
I truly believe that being a member of the association is like voting, and if you don't vote, you can't complain. This is your way to have a voice. This is your way to help drive decisions that affect you, your life, your business, your industry, and it's really, really important to have a voice.
We share information. We help minimize the mistakes. We say, been there, done that. Here's a great practice that you guys can adopt into your business, and we're a resource for information. It can be a lot of different things. I mean, stores that say have liquor licenses. Brad, who is the director of the association, is also a lobbyist for us in Helena. So anytime there's a liquor license issue, he's a great advocate and has all the connections, and he's active up there every 2 years in this session. And so you have also that to tap into, and he's a phone call away. And of course the newsletters that go out and just sharing things that there's always something going on in the restaurant industry right now. There's a lot of advocacy going on right now, and so we need to, strength comes in as we're sharing our resources, and the larger we can become, the more effective we can become as a lobbying unit as well as an association to benefit us for the future.
We don't have time to follow issues in Helena. I would even go so far as to say we don't even know what the issues are. Without somebody who is a conduit and telling us in brief what's happening, there's no way I could even find the time to read what everything is. But in my own case, I'm not sure I would even be interested. There's too much. There's too much to run my own business. The associations are not just superficial. We have the chance to sit down and talk.
Joining the association just has value that you don't probably foresee until you're in it. A lot of the information that we share is information that takes a long time to get if you're not in the association. The sooner you have that information, the better. And for me, personally, for our company, that's probably the thing that I would recommend to anybody wanting to join is if you want to be a part of something and feel like you're getting that information as soon as you possibly can and can act, that's valuable.
I mean, aside from the resources that we get from the Retail Association, just being connected to other retailers and get their insights and how they're reacting to changing business environments, how they're interpreting information is a huge benefit. It's just a great resource to have those connections.
I'm concerned about all restaurants right now, not just my own. I want to see us all get through this, and the Restaurant Association has been a great way for restaurants to come together and help fight this in a unified way. So the value of the association right now is just, it's unbelievable.
Everything I've learned and everything I've prepared for has kind of prepared me to be a leader through this COVID crisis. You know, every business is having to pivot right now. That's kind of the word of the year is pivot. We're all pivoting to something new and new ways of reimagining how we do business. So I can help people pivot in their thinking and their business model and so forth. So